Oh, you can see here, got the signature pose. Dad bod. Well, now that we got that out of the way, this is a Eflite Commander with a Caddx Air unit on it, Matek F7 flight control board with a GPS unit attached, and yeah, this is my first flight FPV as the owner of the equipment. I have been able to fly under Stan's machine and rig and setup, but this is my equipment. I'm in FPV world now, so enjoy. And just as a point of fact, I am a line of sight pilot first, just getting into the FPV world here. I did do some analog stuff years ago, and it was just poor quality, right? I wasn't impressed. I had trouble seeing. I was a new pilot too, so it wasn't all that enjoyable. But now, a couple years later here, getting into FPV again. But anyway, what I was saying was line of sight. I did maiden it line of sight with all the equipment on it, getting it balanced, trimming it out. Had a second flight to further trim it, get used to landing. Um, I then have proceeded. I had proceeded. No, I then proceeded to throw on the goggles and get things going. But even after all that practice time and maidening and trimming, still don't make the first go of it here all that great. Little P factor got me. Maybe I had a little left trim in the rudder, but yeah, it gave it some juice and couldn't keep it straight on the runway. Things happen fast in the goggles, and it went left quicker than I could think straight, and my butt couldn't feel it going that way. But I got it back on center line and still had a heavy left tendency here, but was able to just gather it up enough to get airborne. Still kind of getting used to the picture there. What they call it in the real world of aviation, look out the window, get that sight picture figured out, where you're climbing, where you're descending, where it looks right. And now I'm just doing some turns, feeling it out, getting used to getting used to the view. Oh, having some fun. Must have been trimmed out all right. Well, it's right about here. I decide that's fun. Everything's good. Let's do a low pass. So diving in towards the airfield. You can see on the windsocks too that there's a pretty much 90-degree crosswind of 6, 7, 8 miles an hour. It's a great day for a first FPV flight, tell you what. That was fun. Got down low. So here I am, just kind of flying away from our airport, our airfield, just getting a feel for a distance and what it looks like out here over the field, and then look down at my signal strength. And whoa, we were down to 1 bar and 0 bars with it flashing. And turns out that my milliwatt was at the lowest setting coming out of the air unit. Thankfully, Stan was there to help me. One, say, get back closer to the airport and stay close to our airfield so you don't lose signal. It doesn't go dark because it'll just glitch out and go black, I guess. In analog world, it would just get glitchy and fuzzy and you'd turn the plane around best you can. But yeah, I'm in the digital world now, and when you drop signal, you drop signal. So once we figured that out, I think I decided, yeah, just keep it close, keep it tight pattern, and keep making passes. Alright, I've had my fun. Battery's getting a little low, and it's time. Time to make an approach and see if I can keep this plane in one piece. Oh, here we come. Coming in a bit hot and floating. Oh, I ballooned it. Better gas it up. Oh, too late. I stalled it. Bounced it with a one wheel touch and go. We'll call it a touch and go. Going around. That was a touch and go. Totally planned. Alright, this one ought to be a lot better. I'm starting much lower in the downwind. I turn base here. Bleed off some speed. Pull the power back. Keep it above the trees. Get a little better stabilized, but again, dealing with the 90-degree crosswind, I'm not keeping my left wing into it. So, floating along. Let's see how it goes. Holding it off, holding it off. Hey, I'll take that. I didn't hit the runway, but she didn't nose over. She didn't bounce. That was friggin' outstanding and a lot of fun. This will not be the last flight. I'm going to be flying FPV a bunch now, I think, because, man, this is a fun view. Now, I just need to get the head tracker working so that I can look around while I'm up there flying. I can look left and right, up. Maybe I can find some other guys' planes to chase around in the pattern and do some formation flying at some point. Anyway, that's kind of the goals, kind of the fun that's coming. And thanks for watching. Check you guys next time.